start from the beginning again. But anyway, I wanted you to do a little warm up and also so I can see, you know, how you got on with that passage. Okay. So anyway, the first thing we want to make sure we always try to remember, of course, is where we are in terms of our sitting position. Okay, I think you could move the bench a little bit further back. Do you know? Can you do that? I think a little bit too close to the piano. Yes. Okay, so not too close to the piano. Thank you very much. Right? So check your seating and make sure the bench is not too close. And then, can you tell me what we should be careful about in terms of pedaling?
Yeah, you're right.
So when we pedal, should we move our whole leg up and down with the pedal?
Yes. I'm like, no, that's good. So
So
heel
put
down.
your foot on the pedal for me, please.
Nice.
And just do a couple, uh, you know, pedaling like down and up and down and up. So
Nice.
pretend you are playing your piece and you're pedaling. So
Yes, yes,
you
yes.
are changing the pedal, right, to clear the sound. So you would go down and then up and then, you know, change, right? That's right.
Nice.
So when you are
All
changing, I
right.
shouldn't really be able to see anything, right? Um, Earlier, I saw your thigh, your whole leg come up and down. So
Nice.
remember, we don't do that, right? We keep
No,
our
no.
heel on the floor. So
Heel
it
down.
shouldn't be visible, right? It
Oh,
should be
yeah.
a very small movement only from the front part of your foot, which is attached to the pedal, of course, right? So there should be
Right.
no visible movement of your leg up and down.
All right.
Anyway, so the
Woohoo.
little passage that you just showed me while I was trying to get the live stream going
All
is
right.
a very tricky one, right? Because there's a lot of moving, right?
Wow.
So it's basically the part where you have to go. So you've got octave, that part, right? So it's not easy.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's work on this part, right?
Yeah.
So it's a very long piece. Sometimes we focus on a particular section.
Wow.
We have focused on the beginning a couple weeks ago. We focused on the ending. So this middle part we haven't really quite spent some time. So let's do
Wow.
it today.
Woohoo.
So
Let's
let's
hear
do
it.
the right hand first. I'll play the right hand for you, okay?
Oh,
So
yeah.
I know you know this part very well, but I don't think you know what's going on right here, right? So there is a missing note there, right? Da, 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 da. That's it. He gives you a little rest so you can go back to the octave, right? Da, 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 which we're very thankful for, right? Now, what is tricky is that you want to get to the octave without waiting, which is not easy, right? Go, 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 right? So we don't want to
Wow.
wait every time we have to go back up to do the octave. So show me the right hand by itself first. Go.
Ooh. There it was.
Oh, you have an extra note. That's why I said there was a missing note, right?
Wow.
That's it. It stops on the G sharp. But of course, it sounds very good to add a B sharp. So what you were doing is this. You have that extra note. Now, if you play that note, you're just going to actually make your life harder for yourself because then you have less time to go to the octave. So it is a good thing he doesn't want you to play that note, right? Now, you have to completely rely on your muscle memory, right? Because you can't see where the notes are. I get it, right? Which is why I said I know this section is hard. And it's gonna be even more doubly hard once you add the left hand. So that's why we just want to do one hand so we can try to remember where that octave is. Find it and find it. Now listen, that's it. Do you see how how there wasn't that extra B sharp that you played? Okay. Yes. Oh, same here. There's a missing note there too. That's it. And that's it. But when you hear, say, a recording of the piece, you will feel like there's a note. Yeah, because that note was in the left hand. See, the note that you wanted to play is going to be played by the left hand. So you won't physically feel like there's a gap, right, in the pattern because the left hand will play that note. But he really is trying to help you out. If he wants you to play this, it's harder, right? Because you have to go back to the octave with no time whatsoever. So this way, he's helping you out. So you have time to find the right hand octave. So note in the right hand. You see, he's helping you out. Okay, so I'm gonna do this line again. Okay, listen very carefully so you know where the pattern is full and where the pattern is not full. This is called full. You play every note. That's full. Take a break. Take a break. Take a break. He's making it easier there. Okay, and then here we go again. Work hard, right? So nobody gets a break anymore. And then back to 4 flats. Okay? So that is everything in the right hand on this particular page. Your turn. Oh, wrong chord there. Right? So it's a G sharp minor chord. Now I'm seeing the leg going up and down. Watch that leg. Yeah. Well done. All right. So because this piece is in A flat major, right? Basically, this note right here, we're gonna use a whole bunch, right? Sometimes he spells it as A flat. Sometimes he spelled it as G sharp, right? Doesn't matter. The point is, you almost have to be able to find this octave, right? No matter what. So you just want to maybe do that as an exercise. So play that octave and play some random whatever, and then see if you can find that octave right away. Okay? So that is the goal. Okay, good job. You definitely understood what I was saying about sometimes the pattern is not complete. It gives you a rest so you can go back to the octave. Okay. Now the left hand actually works kind of harder, right? The left hand doesn't get a break really, right? And goes again with the octave thing, right? So in the middle line, right, there's no octave, right? It's just single note, right? And there's so many possibilities in terms of fingering. I'm seeing some fingering choices here that I don't actually really agree with. So that confused me a little bit. But let's see what finger you came up with, okay? Anyway, see if you can show me this much of the left hand first.
All right.
Oh, did you play octave? I'm not convinced. Octave. So you have to play octave, right? Octave here, and another octave there, another octave there, octave. Sorry, did I write that down? Sorry, and then octave. Right, so show me that again, please.
There goes.
Yep. Well done. Well done. So, like I said, right? What can we do to play this part efficiently, right? Actually, now that I think about it, I don't do this turning to 3 and 1 and then turn thing, right? I go to 5. So I try to find that, right? So that's first group, that's my second group, and then I just basically do thumb again. So 5, 1, 5, 3, 2, 1, thumb again, and then another thumb. So I get my thumb on the D sharp. So 1, 2, and then that allows me to do that, right? So that's completely different from this addition that I'm looking at. But like I said, right? See if you can show me that part again. Well done. So you did what I just said, right? 5, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the thing is, I don't go to 2 there. I think going to 2 there is very difficult. So what I do is I do 1, 2, 3, 4. I just get to my thumb on the D sharp, right? I trust my thumb because it's, I call it the fat thumb. So I know that I can find the thumb on this note when I go fast. If I go to 2, I'm taking a little bit of a risk, right? So I go to my thumb there. And then we are back to the octave business. Octave, single note, octave, octave, and octave, of course. And then we are back to the 4 flats. Your turn. Oh, you're switching the notes. So it's so it's not see? It's B first. Yeah, it's kind of logical to go isn't it? But he says nope, we're gonna do octave and then we're gonna do B and then G sharp. So it creates what I call a mirror image with your right hand. See? That's actually easier to do, right? If you do this, I think it's harder, right? So this is actually easier. So yeah, you want to create a pivot point, right? Pivot means you're holding on to a note to help you find the next note. So here, I would hold on to the G sharp so I can swing my pinky to the D flat. If I let go of this G sharp, I'm kind of, I gotta find the D flat almost out of nowhere. So that's actually harder. Yes, so use that G sharp as your pivot. Oh, that one doesn't have octave. So that one's just single note. Listen, so octave here, single note. So I just do 5, 1, then I go to another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So again, my fingering is very different from the book, but that is what I do. So see if you like it. Yep, and then back to an octave, right? So B flat, single note again. And that measure is the same. So 5, 1, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Octave, and then it's all the right hand now. Okay, show me that part, please.
Yeah, good.
No, C flat. So the harmony is C flat and then B flat. Good job. Okay, so now let's put it together, right? So we'll both do it slowly. The goal is not to stop and go, right? So do it slowly so we can be very consistent, right? It's not easy. Right, so I missed an F sharp there. Right there, right? Okay, your turn. Good job. Okay, that measure I didn't show you yet, right? For both hands, so I will play there, right? So your C sharp at the end was too late. Got it. Okay, now that's a hard line for me, right? Especially because the left hand is just kind of like random, right? When I say random, I mean it sort of has a little arpeggio, I guess, or broken chord up and down, right? But the gap, right, or the choice of note is random, right? Like this is not an octave, but this is, right? So we have some type of a arpeggio, but then it's different, right? So I mean the pattern is different, and some of the stretches are just bigger, right, than others. Like this one I don't like very much, right? Like this F sharp for me is hard to reach, right? So it almost is worth it for me to just let go and start from scratch. Okay, anyway, let's try both hands, please.
Yes.
Okay, that's a hard one, right? So I didn't hear that correctly. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 4, 5, doesn't matter. But just get to thumb on this one, right? And then together again. And again. And that's another one where I think is very difficult, right? It's like, what is the note and how do I get there, right? G sharp, I use 3 there. the middle part is a little easier again. But make sure I can hear that note, the pinky on that note. Okay? Did I hear this right? Let me hear that again. So, 4 notes here, just octave. 4 notes here. These are the 4 notes. 4 notes here, but only 3 there, and then right.
Wow.
That's right. Now remember, it's kind of hard to find the pinky this way. So I do 1, 2, 3, 5, and then 3 on the top note, right? And also, then I can make sure that top note is very strong. Yes. Okay, that one is a little bit tricky, right? So let me play the left hand note for you. That one's okay, right? So this one is kind of logical, right? Because you're basically going up and down the same way. Now this one, listen, is different. See, the down is different from the up, right? This is the up, so you want to go da 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 da, right? You want to go down the same way like you did the first time. See, up and down the same way. Now listen, is different. See, the going down, it's just a D flat major broken chord, right? But in its inversion, of course. Okay, so show me the left hand. Yeah.
Wow.
All right, so try both hands now. Okay, now I actually start this part a little bit softer, right? Because we had such loud parts earlier, right? So I start this section a little softer, right? And then I build, right? And then of course that is loud. Okay, so try that.
Nice.
Good job.
Wow.
Well done. This we worked on last time, right? So we were saying this was this double chromatic, right? Confusing, like which note did I just play? You did great job, okay? Could you start a little bit slower, right? And then you can build, okay?
Wow. Nice.
I like it. Keep going.
Nice.
So you figured out this super difficult part, right? You play better than me now, right? Now I'm the one who's confused, right? Anyway, so you figure that out. Now this part is actually easier, but you just need to figure out what you're gonna do, right? It's only a single note. Right now, you're not quite sure which note you want to be played by the right hand, which notes you want to be played by the left hand. So it's kind of like stuck. Well, some people play with just right hand. Like everything is right hand, right? So that is possible, right? Some people do a little bit of a divide and conquer, right? But right hand still plays the majority of the note. So I kind of like that, right? So one, you got 4 notes here and then 2 in the left. 4 notes here, 2 in the left. 4 notes here, 2 in the left. 4 notes here, 2 in the left. And that's it. The rest, right, is right hand. Once you get to this part, that's definitely right hand, right? There's no doubt about it. But I definitely wouldn't do too much left hand, right? So because it's too high for the left hand. So if you do too many notes with the left hand, you kind of get stuck. So 4 plus 2, 4 plus 2, 4 in the right, 2 in the left. That could work for me. Okay.
Wow.
Now 4 in the right. So right hand, right hand, right hand, right hand. 4 notes in the right. No. Start from C. The pattern starts from C. C, D flat, A, and B flat. So you do these 4 with the right hand, and then you take 2 in the left hand, and then you start over. Does that make sense? Okay. I'm not quite seeing what you're doing. How about just try it all with the right hand then? Because I think you are still not quite sure which notes I wanted you to play with the left hand. So how about just do it all with the right hand, right? So what that would that be? Would be. I think that is how I initially learned it myself, right? It's possible, but this particular edition that I'm looking at is suggesting the divide and conquer, which I guess could work, but then maybe that's even more confusing. So maybe just do it all with the right hand then. But if you do it all with the right hand, you better have a good finger, right? So you don't run out. So what's good finger? Well, you gotta get a 5 here, in my opinion. So F has got to go to 5. So then you have a whole bunch of fingers left, right? So start from C, right? So I do 2, 3, 1, 4, 2, 3. So 2, 3, 1, 4, 2, 3, 1, 5, right? On the F, and then 2, 3, 1, 4, 2, 3, 1, 5. 2, 3, 1, 4, 2, 3, 1. Well, this last one you don't have to do 5, you can do 4 because you're changing pattern anyway. Right. Yes, but the bottom line is you gotta play that without, the stopping, right? Just like how good you were with this. Now, this was difficult, right? But you have absolutely worked on it, I can tell. It was way better than last week. So you just need to do the same with this line. Now this you can do the left hand, right? So that's left hand. So you got 2 notes there, and then that's all right hand, left. That's all right, left, and then that's all right hand, and then. Okay, your turn.
Ooh, let it.
Good job. Continue. Okay, so I haven't played this part for you ever, right? So you're just playing based on what you hear, right? So the right hand is doing this, Kodi. This is all right hand, okay? So you have your melody. So you have your melody and your accompaniment all in the right hand. This broken chord is in the right hand, okay? So listen again. None of this is left hand. This is all right hand. There's a tie, don't play that note.
Wow.
Okay, so, and then I'll continue later for the next part. Let me finish this page. So that was all right hand. So what does the left hand do then? It crosses over. You play the chords on the top. You got these 3 note chords on the top. Becoming 2 notes there. And then you got 4 here. So you can roll it. Okay, so that was left hand. So putting it together. See, the crossover chords are so soft you could hardly hear it. And then there's the 4. Okay, your turn. Nope, that one is. Now you knew the chord, you just didn't know which inversion, right? So you started on D and then you play your A flat on the top, which also sounds good, right? Nothing wrong with the sound of it, but he wants you to do this inversion, right? No, there's no F. So A flat, still A flat. I know, right? It almost is logical to go. Again, nothing wrong with that. Sounds pretty good to me, but Liszt, right, wants us to play A flat. Okay?
Nice.
Yes, and while you do that, left hand has to cross over to play that chord, followed by this chord. So cross over. I'm gonna play the left hand loud on purpose so you can hear the note, okay? Right? Now that's a bit too loud, but I wanted to do it just so you could tell that I was playing those chords with the left hand. Got it. Okay, same here. You gotta do the crossover, right? So right hand is doing this. In other words, if we don't play the crossover chords, it doesn't sound bad at all. It could absolutely sound like this. Nothing wrong, right? But he says, okay, that's a little bit too plain. So he does want us to cross over to play this chord. 3 notes there, and then roll it. 4 notes there, going down to 1 note, right? So now the pedal is tricky here because if you change it, it's a little bit skinny for me, right? But if if we don't change at all, we're almost a little bit blurry. So it's a hard one. So you might just have to do a little half pedal change, right? Like change it sort of, but not all the way. Like maybe just release half of it and then press it back down. Something like that, okay?
Nice.
Good. Now let me play this part for you first, okay? So the right hand goes, then you have to play this note loud. So the E flat, that's our melody. So the E flat cannot be soft, okay? So listen loud, and everybody's quiet here. But this E flat needs to stand out. I mean, and that's how the section ends, okay? Now, while the right hand was doing all that, what does the left hand do? The crossover thing. More crossover. Rolling that. More crossover. More rollings. More rollings. You could play them together if your hand is big enough, but for me it's not, so I play these notes separately, right? But he did write them together if you are able to do it. And then we've got some more crossover and very chromatic, lots of little chromatic alterations with the notes. Like one little note different between the two chords. And the rest is, we haven't done that yet in the right hand. Okay, so do you see what I mean? At first, the two crossover chords were the same, right? And then it becomes much more harder because it's not the same,
Wow.
not the same, right? Not the same, not the same, not the same, right? Okay, so together, same at first. Bring out the E flat. Okay, let's do that much first.
Nice.
play this part for you ever, right? So I will play the right hand by itself. Now you got this arpeggio, right? Right? All perfect there. Now right hand is this. 2 notes. But the 2 notes keep changing, right? You hear it? So 2 here, 2 here, 2 here. So the top note was the same, but the bottom note wasn't. Then they both become different. And then same here. Top note remained for 3 times, and then something different. Again, very chromatic. Okay, so while the right hand was doing that, the left hand goes 2 notes also. Very unusual, right? Again, very unusual, right? What's our instinct? My instinct is this. I'm sorry. Didn't mean that. My instinct is to play this, right? But no, this, of course, is what he says, right? But like I said, this is very predictable, right? But of course, Liszt, being a great composer, gives us this very interesting chord instead, right? Not what we normally might have predicted. So it's like magical, right? Then it happens again. It's like, wow, right? Very special. Okay, your turn. That's right. Appreciate that magical chord at the end. Special. Continue. Oh, there's a missing note there. So let me play that for you. So you can roll all of that. Now this side I play together, but I roll the left hand here. You gotta play this E flat. But now I realize I lost that E flat. What am I gonna do? I think I need to catch the E flat with my middle pedal. So then, right? So I don't lose the E flat. Actually, I didn't catch it yet. Yep, I caught it now. Have I ever told you about the middle pedal? The middle pedal will catch only the note you tell the piano to catch. So play the E flat, press the middle pedal. So now you caught it. You play the rest of it. Then you can change your regular right foot. But you hear that E flat never disappeared. Now, if I didn't do that, and I changed the pedal right on this G, I lost the E flat. Now, what if I just don't change? It's gonna be a little blur, right? Because the A flat and the G just don't really like each other. So the best solution, I think, is to catch this with the middle pedal, pedal like normal there, and change the right foot like normal. So here the middle pedal is highly useful. And then you can just do like normal. Right? Your piano, I don't know, has the middle pedal or not, right? Because some digital pianos don't have the middle pedal, so I have no idea. But see if you can show me. What a gorgeous ending you had. Wow. Yeah, it sounded
Wow.
right. So you must have the middle pedal on your piano too, which is amazing, right? Because I know it's a digital piano. Sometimes they don't have that capability. So you have a very good digital piano. Yeah, they are so advanced these days. The digital pianos they can replicate the grand
Wow.
piano so realistically that it's quite amazing, right? The
Amazing.
technology. Right. So in this final part, right, I do bring out the middle part, right? Right. Sorry. So play together, but bring out the alto, right? The alto is the bottom line of the right hand. So all I want to hear is da, 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 da. This part, right? And the right hand just sits on the A flat, right? Which is our tonic, of course, right? It's amazing, right? So I don't think we ever did this coda part before previously. Last time we worked super duper hard on this double chromatic thing, right? Because you were thinking it was like this, right? You were playing the two notes together in the left hand. I mean, that was amazing that you did that, but because you were just doing it by ear, right? So it really truly sounds very similar, doesn't it? Whether you play together or separately, right? Anyway, so we did so much work on that.
We
And
did.
today we did the after and the before. So the part we haven't really spent a gazillion amount of time then is the other part that has the dun da 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 dun, right? But this part is actually in parallel motion, right? Right? So this is parallel motion. In other words, everybody go up, everybody go down. So we haven't really done anything with this part. Keep going. A natural first. Oh, did you play A natural? Maybe you did, right? Sorry. Okay, that's what I figured, right? We haven't done this, so your notes are not entirely accurate. So I'll play the right hand first. Pretty straightforward up to that point. Not so straightforward here, right? So C sharp and then B sharp. A little bit unusual there, right? Or unpredictable. Easy again. Easy again. Easy again. And then it's like we have this C major cadence. Like, can we believe our luck? Everything is in C major, right? No more sharps, right? That doesn't last for very long, right? Then all the accidentals come back, and then that leads us to the section that we did in the beginning of today's lesson. Okay, so that was the right hand, okay? Now we play the left hand. Still pretty easy. Now less predictable. Definitely tricky here. So now I play each hand so you can hear very precisely, right, what each note is. All right, your turn.
Woohoo.
Nope, it's da 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 da. Thank you. Nope, it's da 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 da. Nope, that one is da 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 da. So different inversion. And that's a hard measure. Right? So play third finger on the E sharp and then something different there. Got it. Did you do two notes? So that's unusual, right? Previously we only had single note, but now we have a double note, and then happens again double note, right? So he's thickening it up, so it becomes grander. You didn't go back down. You have to go up, go back down, and then you can do the roll. The roll is only three notes.
Wow.
Yep. So it's not. That's too many notes.
Nice.
Yes. Did you start on C? Alright. So basically, it's like what changing pattern note, right? So instead of da 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 da, he switches the middle two notes. But essentially, we have this chord and we have this chord. Now life will be almost easier if he goes, but he doesn't, right? But of course, his way is better, right?
Nice.
Got it. Did I hear C? Right? I don't think I heard a C. Yeah, I don't want you to do thumb so many times though. I think it's too hard. So one, one, one. I'm only doing thumb three times, right? So that's a pattern. So I do thumb here, and then this is a pattern, so I do thumb there. But I don't do thumb on the G. So what do I do then? 1, 4, 2, 5. See, I finish the octave, and then 1, 4, 2, 5. I finish the octave. Then I go to thumb again. Right? Yes, I do that. And you understand me. Thank you very much, Kodi. We worked very hard, or you worked very hard, right? So we pretty much now covered everything, right? So this page we never did before, but I believe we worked very hard on this business, right? Right? Again, right? You weren't quite sure what the combination was, right? So it was two notes in the right and one in the left, right? Anyway, we worked hard on that. So, but today we did all the little bits in between, right? That we didn't really focus on previously. So I think next time you will be able to play basically the whole piece, right?
Wow.
Yay!
Yeah.
I will see you next time. Okay, good job. Bye bye now.
Bye bye.